So hi guys, we're here on the EBL Days and we're doing some interviews. The first one on the list is Devn. Hi Devn, welcome to the little studio of ours. Here we are to talk about your career, yourself, and how did you start league, what is the purpose of you being in Diamant, what was the purposes of your last teams and your probable future teams. So I'm gonna ask you first, how do you feel on LAN, how does it feel to be on stage, and how did it feel to play the first day?
Yeah, it was really exciting the first day. Like, I had no clue what I was expecting here, but the whole organization was really good. We arrived safely in the hotel at the airport, so that was really nice. I was, to be honest, really nervous when we got onto stage because everything was really new. All the equipment and the lights, that was really hard for, at all, for the first time. But when we were in game, it felt pretty good. I feel like we had to scream a lot because we could also hear the crowd in the background. But I think overall it's pretty fine. And we sadly lost our first game, but today is our second chance and we will definitely take it and hopefully we will get the win today at least. And yeah, forget about the day yesterday.
So I want to ask you about yourself. Did you feel like you were buffed or nerfed as being on stage? Did you play better or worse?
For sure, I got nerfed.
Really?
It was, for the first 10 minutes, it was really hard to focus up and concentrate. But yeah, after a few minutes in the game, it felt kind of okay. But I'm really still excited. I was really surprised that there were so many people watching us. And the game afterwards, when we stood up and saw each other, the enemies, it was a really nice feeling.
Well, that's great to hear that you managed to get comfortable later. And another thing about you is that we want to know, how did you start playing League? So back how many years ago?
Oh, that's a long time ago, probably 10 years maybe.
How old are you?
I'm 22 now. Probably 10 years ago, I started actually with Dominion. I don't know if you know this mode, but they deleted it a few years ago already. And I just saw a YouTube video and I got really interested in that, so I just started as well. And then I asked some friends as well if they want to play with me, and then we just casually gaming.
What was the first champion you played when you started League? The first champion, not to main, to play it. The first time you installed League.
As I remember, I think it was Garen.
Garen, okay.
Garen, yeah, because he was really simple and...
I said legit. So another thing I want to know is you're an AD carry player. So after that, what was your path in choosing what you're gonna main, and how do you end up with that sometimes bad, sometimes good role? You know how it feels.
Yeah, it's kind of a simple story because I used to play with one friend back at the time, and of course the only lane where you could lane with two people is bot lane. And he said I'm better at him, so I should take the carry role, and he's supporting me, and yeah, that's kind of all it.
And you didn't think about changing the role?
No. Actually, I started with ADC, or first game solely because I played Garen, I started on top lane, right? But afterwards, when I got more used into the game, I definitely mained ADC only, and also played a lot of duo queue back then, or just normal with friends, right? So yeah, I'm really happy that it's it got into there, right?
And after all these years, when was the first time you hit Challenger?
Oh, it was a long time ago. The first probably 3 to 4 years, I only played casual stuff, did not too much ranked, but after I think 5 or 6 years, I got Masters, and the first time was, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago in season 10 or something. I don't know exactly, but at least somewhere around that time at least.
And what was the first competitive you were playing?
I started playing probably in Prime League. There were also, it's a German league, and they also have divisions. I started in the lower divisions. I think 4 or 5 were my first teams, and then I just started climbing from Div 5 to Div 4 to Div 3 to Div 2. And
last split you played in Prime 2, right?
Last split I played in Div 2 for the team, and now I changed into the EBL.
And what was the purpose of your move to Diamant?
To be honest, I didn't know about the league itself. I knew what the EBL is, but I didn't follow it that much. And I only got into it because of our current manager, Didi. He's from Slovenia, and he created the whole new roster, and he kind of convinced me to join the EBL because he thinks that I'm capable of like competing here. And I'm really happy that I got the chance from him, and so far it's a really nice experience here in the EBL. 3
games now for today. How does it feel for you? Do you think you actually can compete? How does it feel subjectively?
Yeah, I think like we are only 1-2 so far. I think we are like much better, to be honest, than the result that we are having right now, because we are scrimming a lot and we also scrim like really good teams, and we can compete. But for now on, I feel like we are struggling a bit on like putting performance in officials. But we keep practicing. We are still motivated to win, and I really hope we can get like better results soon. And of course, today is only the start, right? Today we will like start with our winning streak, hopefully, and I'm really looking forward to that.
I wish you good luck for that. So another thing I want to ask you is, what would you like to be your next move, for example, after the EBL, after this split? How do you see your road, and do you actually see yourself striving more to be a pro player on the higher level, or do you see yourself not grinding that much?
No, like for sure I could say something like I want to win worlds, right? Everyone wants to win worlds, but I need to be realistic. Like my goal right now is to hit playoffs and then be first in the EBL, like win the playoffs and then go to EU Masters and stuff. But I'll take it like step by step instead of like looking forward already to play like in the LEC or like as in worlds, as I mentioned, right? So for now it's like only the playoffs which I'm looking at, and yeah, that's the only goal that I have in my mind right now.
So two questions for the finish is, who was the toughest player you played against? And not in the EBL, not in the, it doesn't have to be in competitive game. And who is the player you would like to play with in the team?
Okay, first question, I think the toughest player I met was in solo queue against Caliste. I don't know if you know him, but he's like a French, really young French superstar.
He's like 17 years old.
Yeah, he used to play like in K-Corp, but he's like not old enough yet to play like in the LEC. But when I played against him, he's like top 5 ADC in solo queue as well.
Did you play against Hans Sama?
I think so as well, but still Caliste is...
People say that Hans Sama is really good, that's why I asked.
Yeah, I don't remember him as good as Caliste though. Like Caliste was honestly...
Did he bully you in lane, or...?
Yeah, it was like... I think he played like Zeri. I don't know what I played actually, but he was like complete... Like you are used to Zeri being a scaling hyper carry, right? But he was like completely on a different level in laning phase. He was spacing so well, his mechanics, his movement, and I'm really impressed by that. And he's only 17 years old. So he's probably one of the best players I've faced so far. And the player I want to play with, probably is like some veteran who can like teach me a lot. So in terms of like Western players, maybe like Caps or something like that, or Perks. Or like Jankos, some of these like really known players who achieved a lot already in Europe, and who can probably like boost me a lot and teach me a lot, and yeah, probably like one of these 3 guys.
And I wanted to ask you, you inspired me right now. You told me before the interview that your roots are from Vietnam. Do you follow Vietnamese league, for example?
Not really. Like I follow them when they play Worlds, right? Like for example.
Gigabit Marines.
Yeah.
I have their jersey. I ordered it with my friend.
Nice,
they are insane.
I can't remember which Worlds it was, but they had a pretty decent run where they pulled out a lot of like cheese picks as well.
Yeah, with Nocturne and Levi smurfing.
Yeah, that really inspired me, and that's kind of like really nice and inspiring. Like it's really entertaining as well. I think like for neutral viewers as well, not only like Vietnamese people. But yeah, it's really nice.
Yes. So thank you, it was a pleasure doing this interview. This was Devn for Diamant. He's playing AD carry as you heard, and we wish him the best luck in the following games and in the split.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Thank you too.